Okay, this is Pro Stock Joe again with the rules of engagement, and did a video the other day, segment of the rules of engagement, talked about DPs. It's necessary to do a follow up because some guys did not get the point of the piece of the segment. The point was this: um, you're in this thing to race, okay? And while a DP is simply to guarantee a race, um, it's not to be used as a tool to play around. That makes the game bad. You know, when you play with a DP, when you say, oh, pay me my DP because you missed the 8 o'clock cutoff, but I still want to race you. If you got a guy who wants to race you, needs a little bit more time, the ideal is to give this, especially when you're talking about insignificant amounts of money in the bigger scope of things. Now, again, $500 is not insignificant. Don't get me wrong, but in the bigger scope of things, it is insignificant because the ideal of that $500 is guaranteeing a $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 race. That's what the $500 is guaranteeing. So while you got this guy on the line, while you got him on the hook, the reason you got into the race is because you want to whip his ass. Now, if you no longer feel like you can whip his ass or whatever the case, and because of the technicality you want to get out of the race, that's fine. Get out of the race. Take your money and run. But if you still want to race, if you still want to engage, then the ideal of taking the punk out money is ludicrous. You're biting your nose off to spite your face. That doesn't make any sense. You got the guy on the hook. He's going to race you or give up the money. So if he's still going to race you, then make him race. Don't take his money and give him a way out. That's the easy way out. You know, that's why I don't believe in the death penalty. Life imprisonment is far worse than the death penalty. Far worse. You know, death penalty, 3, 4, 5 minutes, shit is over with. It's done. You got to suffer no more. Life imprisonment, you suffer forever. That $500 will sting for a minute, but that ass whipping will last a lifetime. I mean, right now, I can tell you about races, 10 or 15 years ago. I can't tell you how much money was bet, but I can tell you about that ass whooping, and that's what the DP is about. It's to guarantee that somebody gets an ass whooping. If you want to race, then goddammit, that's what this shit is about. It's about racing. At the end of the day, it's not really about the money, because you're never, ever, 1 in a million maybe, but never, ever going to get the money back that you put into racing. Who can pay you for your time, all the time that you take and all the time you spend running over this place, running over that place, traveling up and down the road? You can't get compensated back for that. It's the love of the race. It's the thrill of the chase. It's the game. It's engaging. At the end of the day, that's the only payoff, the satisfaction of a race. And usually that means victory. One of the best races I ever had in my life was a race that I lost. And I say that. And the race was for $25. Me and this guy, Malibu G in New York, quick story, we went up to the corner on the street. I had a street car. He had a kind of a race car. I had a small block. He had a big block. He let me use nitrous and raised him on motor. And we were running off of the light. I got him out, but that big block chased me down about 2 blocks later, and he just nosed me out. But that was the most fun I ever had, But it was engaging. It was a race. So at the end of the day, guys, this thing is about racing. It ain't about a little bit of money. It ain't about no tricks with the punk out money. Don't let a guy get off the hook for this little punk ass $500. Make him race for the whole pot. So again, I'm just trying to make some sense out of the nonsense. I'm just trying to explain to you the rules of engagement. This is Pro Stock Joe, and now you know what I know. Thank you for listening.